What is going on, everybody? It's EW Coin King here, back with you. I just want to touch base and go over what has been going on the last week. So, as you guys all know, I was doing the daily compounding road to a million in the P3T ROI, guys. I'm going to shoot over here to P3T real quick. And as we all know, the P3T ROI contract has now come to an end. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that briefly. I was reinvesting for about 2 weeks, and starting last Saturday, the 23rd of March, the contract overnight from the 22nd to the 23rd dropped from 30.2 million down to 26 million. So starting that day, I just began to hold my profits and watch the balance for 48 hours, and it over the next 48 hours into the 25th, Monday the 25th of March, it dropped to 20 million, and then 3 days later down to 9.9 million, and then just 2 days after that, last night, it dropped from 7.8 million in the morning down to 0 last night at about I think it was about 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which would have been about 1 in the morning Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. So yeah, P3T had the first daily ROI. It really took off, and it lasted quite a while. I think 4 months without the sustainability that it appears that it truly did need in the long run. So people are bashing it. Some of the people that got in late are really unhappy, and I get that. It's frustrating. But it kind of is what it is. And that's where we're at with that. P3T daily ROI is now done and over with, and where do we go from here? So just to tell you guys what I'm doing, I'm kind of in a couple different DApps right now, kind of feeling out the space. I did lose some coins messing around with dividends from 888, some with TCC, and some of these other casinos. So I've also been involved with a couple different ROIs here just very recently, just in the last week. First is Tron Vault. I put 10,000 coins here in Tron Vault, not much. The balance is fluctuating, but it's staying between 8 and 11 million over the last week and a half. So I'm hopeful that I'll definitely ROI on this. I'm making about a little over 500, just about 500 coins a day. It's a 20-day ROI, so about 500 coins every 24 hours. So today I'm on day 10, so I'm halfway. I've ROI'd 5,000 coins already. The balance started at 11 million 10 days ago. It's down to 8.1, but it was even down into sevens and came back up to 9. People are still playing in it, and the platform's kind of cool. So I think it's a good ROI for a little bit. Probably got about another 30 days left in it, maybe 40. But I can't imagine it go too much longer than that. There's been a craze with all these short-term ROIs, 25%, ROI in 4 days, 50% ROI in 2 days. Guys, a lot of these people are just playing and they're barely even ROIing if they even do it all. The developers are really the only people benefiting from these because they get 15% off the top. So it's kind of just a rat race, and you end up getting screwed. I was caught in a couple of those as well. Fortunately, I came very close to ROI, so I didn't lose very much. But I am in this daily ROI. It's been pretty good to me thus far. I haven't had any problems getting my payments or anything like that. I did collect my coins this morning. I think I collected just over 500. But yeah, it's about 500 I get every 24 hours with 10,000 deposited. It's a little bit faster than P3T, and then I like it. I'm also in Tron Pays here, guys. The token has been fluctuating a little bit between 6 and 10. I see this token probably going to 15 or 20 relatively soon, so I have a couple thousand coins in here, just kind of feeling it out and see how it does. And then I'm also in Tron FOMO token. I have only put about 450 TRX in here, so I'm up about 2 or 3 levels since I started, so I'm just hitting the ROI about today, looks like. I'm going to go just over ROI probably before the end of the day. These will be bought up. So it's kind of a cool little thing. I'm not posting any referral links or anything like that for any of these right now, guys. I'm just kind of showing you what I'm into because right now I'm just kind of feeling out a couple platforms and I'm not committing to one fully yet. But let me show you what my top 2 are as of late. So number 1 is going to be the Tron Keys. Tron Keys is really cool. It's still going. It's going to continue to go. It's lost a little steam today, but it's Sunday. People aren't playing super tough, and it'll pick back up tomorrow, I think. I already ROI'd in here, and now it's just all profit. It's pretty cool. So basically, you buy keys, and then everyone that buys after you, you profit from when they buy. It's kind of like an ROI concept, but you always keep your keys. You never lose them. And the balance in the contract's at 47,000 TRX right now. It's pretty resilient. It's gone up to 600,000, came back down, gone right back up. It just fluctuates. Don't see this going to 0 with the way this is structured, but we'll see. It's kind of a fun game. About 2 days ago, like the second half of the first day it came out, it was just blowing up, and people were just making TRX hand over fist. And I think it's going to continue to do that probably over the next 3 or 4 weeks. So if you want to get in now, it's still early. It's still a good time. I think you'll still easily be able to ROI. So that's number 1 thing I've been in lately, just in the last few days. The number 2 thing that I'm just getting my feet wet. I haven't even really put much of anything in yet. Just enough to kind of activate my account here. I put in like 80 TRX just yesterday and bought some of these Megatron tokens. So I kind of like this profile, but I'm not. I'm just kind of like waiting on the sidelines, peeking it out. Their concept is super cool. If you guys haven't been on Megatron yet, just go check it out. They have plans. They have a daily ROI. They have a token. Their token fluctuated up to 18 and then came back down to 9. Now it's 11.6. But read over this, guys. Created by some guys in Silicon Valley, and it uses artificial intelligence bots to trade, creating profits for token holders. And they also are going to have an exchange on here, much like Tron Trade. But just imagine if Tron Trade had Tron Trade tokens that you can buy super early, as well as daily ROI and things of that nature. So basically, when the exchange is launched, all the basically fees for the exchange are going to be fed to basically for dividends to token holders and then fed to the backside of the ROI. You get an exchange like this that becomes popular even with small trading volume. It will keep this thing alive for a very long time. So that's why I kind of really like this project. It's not been fully adopted yet by a large group of people. That's why I'm kind of just keeping my eye on it. But I think I am going to be buying in much heavier here very soon. This is still a very new DApp. It's not even a week old yet. So here's kind of my take on what's been going on, guys, is basically all these new dApps are coming out into the space, and people are just kind of like almost raping and pillaging them. I hate to, be crude with my words, guys, but it's just going nuts. And people are just like using them up and tossing them to the side and going to the next one. And if you're very early, then you're successful and you make a good return on your investment. And if you're not, you just get screwed and you're losing money just kind of like on a daily basis. And that's not cool for anybody. So yeah, it's all good and dandy for those that are in early, and that some other people that are whales that have lots of coins, and they're just kind of dominating the space. Um, but really, there's no sustainability to the ecosystem of Tron DApps when people kind of behave in that manner and operate in that manner. So what is going to be happening here over the next couple months is basically people are going to get sick of it, which they already are starting to. So what's going to happen is all these new DApps coming out are really just going to be completely ignored. The volume that these new DApps are getting are going to go down and down and down and down and down. And popular, very reputable, very stand-up projects with good communities and sustainable communities are going to really begin to establish themselves. TronBet's already done that. They've been going for over 6 months now, and they're very, very good project. And I don't want to say Bankroll's doing that yet. They're kind of doing well, but I'm not totally digging their whole concept. It's making it much more sustainable than P3T was, but not for the long term. I think a project like this on Megatron